15 shares of Bharat Forge, bought at a price of 1,332 rupees. Now, before I go to the guest, let's get in Puneet to understand what is the reason behind this 2% downtick in Bharat Forge today.
Thanks for that. So, we're seeing one of the biggest deregulation action coming in from US EPA, which is Environmental Protection Agency. And they basically said that they're reconsidering the pollution rules for cars as well as trucks going forward. Now, this is expected to have a direct impact on forging companies which have had exposure to the US market, and that will be specifically for Bharat Forge as well. Now, what they've said is that they've announced that they're reconsidering the model year 2027 and later on for the new regulations that were set to come in specifically for light duty as well as medium duty vehicles based on the gas emission. So what was expected that new regulations will come in 2027, and before that we were expected to see a pre-buy for most of the trucking segment specifically, which would directly give beneficiaries to the forging companies that are present in that particular space, with Bharat Forge being the biggest one. So with delay of new regulations, there is expectation that the pre-buy will also be affected because of that in 2026, something that the companies have been mentioning over the last 4 to 6 quarters of expectations of a pre-buy in next year. So it will get hampered because of this particular news. Apart from that, we are expecting that the H2 of 2026, where this would have come in, would be impacted. So some commentary for the company will also be very key. Apart from that, I think while much lower than Bharat Forge, but Forging might also be impacted because of that, because they've also been speaking to us at NDTV Profit and talking about this particular news. But overall, it's a negative for both these counters as of today on this particular news of US, delaying its emission standards and norms which are expected to impact the trucking segment.
Right. So, Mahesh, coming to you first on Bharat Forge, do you expect this delay in implementation of the EPA norms would have a big impact on Bharat Forge?
I think it's not a big impact, but I think it's not time to buy. I think it can come further downside 920, 950. And if anyone want to add in lower level, then they should wait for the same. And I think upper side could be kept nearby 1,100 to 1,150 zone. So a little bit cautious on the Bharat Force, and we can keep in watch list, and further we are keeping watch list for Bharat Forge.
Just Paras to exit this counter, Bharat Forge. He has bought at 1,332.
Near 1,100, 1,150 zone, he can book the sell.
Right. Okay. Well.